Hello, today I want to generalize a bit the rules of the game so we can explore other possible totalistic automata. So I replaced, let me show you, I replaced the neighbor directions from a const. Now it's a normal array, and the future, which we use in the step function, now is a bidimensional array with two rows, so to speak. The first row tells us how the cell will be in the future if it has 0 neighbors, 1 neighbor, 2 neighbors, etc. In this case, the normal rule is if it's dead and it has 3 neighbors, it will be alive in the next generation. And if it's alive and it has 2 or 3 neighbors, it will be alive, and in all the other cases it will be dead. So this is the standard rule, and we use this array to compute the next state of the cell based on that. So obviously we can change by hand these two arrays, the array of directions and the array of rules. But what I want to do is to use the same editor we use for the world to change the neighbor space and the rules of the game. So first we will need, let me see, we have a camera for the world, but we will need to generalize this, call it world camera, and pass it to the draw board, world camera. No, you know what, this will be used, we will need an enum to control the game mode. It will be playing, for example, for the normal operation, neighbor editing, for editing the neighbors, rule editing, and let's put, you know what, the saving and loading as two modes. So instead of using this, let me see, instead of using this, we will have a mode, and instead of this, I changed the logic to take into account the mode of operation. So the input we will process only when we are not saving or loading, because the input we need for the dialogues. And here in the drawing, we draw the world according to the camera we have, and then we use the mode. Okay, now the problem is that we need to draw the world only if the mode is playing, and if not, let's see, you know what, this should be neighbor editing. I should use a switch here, but perhaps not. Rule editing and neighbor editing. We need to draw different things according to these two modes. So for the, let's neighbor, you know what, we need to use also different worlds. We will need, let me see, we have this board, but we will need another neighbor world or board and a rule board. So in the draw board function, we will pass a reference to the board here. This should work as before. Okay. Now, the problem with this is that it's like slightly inefficient to pass around one parameter more, but it's not so bad because it's a reference. So let's see, when we draw, we need to initialize the neighbor board and the future board and the rule board, sorry, at first before initializing the game. So let's see, for each direction in the default neighborhood, we need to notify true and neighbor board, and for each in the first row of the future rule, we need to notify, let's see, n and 0, true and rule board, and in the first row, this will be the alive row, we do that. So, okay, now, obviously, we need to edit the rules and the neighbors So we will have, let's see, mode. We need 2 keys to edit the rules, for example, and the neighborhood. So let's see, if we press the rules, it seems to hang, but no, this is not working because we don't need to hear the notify neighbors. Is not useful for this. We need to change cell dir neighbor board, and we need to change cell in the rule board, and in this case it's also true. Okay, let's see if we are running the game and press N. We enter the neighborhood editing, we press escape. We should pause the running if we enter the mode, the saving, yeah, just to be sure, because we don't want the game to run while. So if we are running and we go to rule editing, okay, now we need obviously some kind of numbers here to know what we are doing, but let's see. First, the camera for the edition, we need to get screen width over 2, so the rules, yeah, appear here. We are editing the world, blah blah blah. We move the camera, we go to the rules, return, and the camera is saved. Okay, so this is the first thing that we need to do. Obviously, when we edit the neighborhood, we need to update the rules, because obviously we are not changing anything in this array. So let's see, when we return from the here, we need to update the rules of the game according to the worlds. So let's see. First of all, we are here changing this. Let's change only the 2 rows. Okay, this is the neighbor. Why we are we are not updating change cell? Yeah, only if n, and this is the same here. So we will have in the rules, yeah, but we are we don't know which point is from which, so we need some sort of interface drawing this for us. So yeah, perhaps we will change it next session, because we are changing the rules, but we don't know where is the 0. Well, I know now, which is this is the 0 position, 1, sorry. This is a 0 neighbors, 1 neighbor, 2 neighbors, but we will not know if we are editing several kinds of rules, and we need to know the reference points. But yeah, we will do that next time. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have ideas or suggestions. Please like and subscribe, and consider supporting my work using some of the links below. Thanks.